And I think the people in Ukraine know that. And of course, as I've said, we're getting to a point where I don't know how much longer Zelensky's going to be with us on this earthly plane. And I think the look on his face showed that he knew that his life is in great danger. He knows that this project is in great danger, and that at some point, if he's smart, he understands that they're going to walk on him. They're going to walk away from this. At some point, there'll be a fight internally, but I think they're going to have to do it at some point. I think Russia does not want, here's the bottom line. Russia doesn't want any parts of Western Ukraine. They understand how toxic it is. They understand what it is. But what the Russians will not allow, great question, Rafiq Adams, what they will not allow is for Ukraine to continue to be used as the blunt object. When they're done, they're done. The Russians have said, we're not going to do this every 5 to 10 years. We're not going to say, okay, we're going to, turn this thing into a stop here, and then 5 to 10 years from now, we'll be back fighting this war again. Nah, the Russians ain't doing that. So I think they will, and add this. When the Russians get to the Dnieper, let's say they get to the Dnieper, they get there, right? At that point, Ukraine will not be in a position to defend themselves anyway. At that point, the Ukrainian military will be so badly battered, the Ukrainian military and political system will be in collapse. So at that point, the Russians will be able to go as far as they choose. So will they go past? Will they go into Western Ukraine militarily? If they need to do that to pursue Ukrainian military targets, they will. But as far as just going over there to take Western Ukraine and to dominate it and to manage and run it, the Russians don't want that. It's of no value. They got all of the best part of Ukraine anyway. They're going to have where a lot of the wheat's grown. They're going to have basically the mines. They're going to have the coasts where the port cities are. So the bottom line is they don't need Western Ukraine. It's a pain in the neck. They'll flatten it out if they need to a bit to keep Ukrainian. But the bottom line is this. They will see Western Ukraine as a purely a military objective. And they're not going to allow the West to say, okay, this is all of Ukraine now. Let's rearm it. They ain't going to do that.